Hey everybody, Christian here, coming to you from the home office. It's full-on lockdown here in Park City. I apologize for the janky video. Obviously we aren't in the office and working together, but I do have a GoPro, I do have internet, and you guys have questions. So what I thought would be a good use of time is to answer some of these questions that we're getting repeatedly, and hopefully you can share this with your family and friends, and we can all be better educated and work through this thing together. So today I want to talk about air masks, why they said they weren't effective, why some people say they are, what the differences are, what the proper usage is, lifespan, all that stuff. So to start, the word that came out originally was that air masks were ineffective. Now, what they were referring to is those square surgical masks you see in every operating room, on every TV show. You know, they have a little rubber band that goes around the ears. Generally, those are ill-fitting. There's like gaps in here, gaps around the nose, and there's no carbon filtration system happening. Those are strictly designed to keep spit, snot, whatever it is that's coming out of the person's face from getting into what they're working on. Maybe it's an operating room or something else. So the idea there is simply you're working over something, you're talking, you want to keep that stuff in and protect somebody on the outside. The reason these are ineffective, obviously, is because there's no filtering coming in and there's gaps in the side. What is effective is the N95 or N99 masks. N95 has been in the news a lot. That's a much more popular mask. And N99 is actually more coverage, and it comes down to microns. So an N99 blocks everything down to 0.01 microns, and N95 is 0.05. So it's a smaller particle. The reason N95s are more popular is because the holes are bigger, they're easier to breathe, and they just feel less restrictive and less clammy in most situations. So here's the good news. If you've bought one of our survival kits, one of our 72s or 72 Pros, or our 24/7s, every single one we've ever shipped has come with an N99 air mask created by RZ. Now, what makes the RZ a little bit different too is maybe you've been to Home Depot and seen an N95 mask, and it's that kind of cardboardy, material that is kind of a circular thing, right? A little more contour, a little more seal, but it's still not total protection. Unless it's a perfect fit in your face, air is going to get in. Experts say even facial hair like this can kind of inhibit the seal, allowing air to come in. So I'm going to tell you total proper procedure, and then, I think as close as you can get improves your odds. It may not be perfect. You may not be able to give a perfect kind of setup for this, but at the end of the day, I think everything helps, and I think it's good to be informed. So with every kit we've ever sold, it's come in a package like this. Recently, we haven't had the branded ones. It's just because there's been this insane run on air masks. We've been getting everything we have. We have another 5,500 of these coming in starting Wednesday. A lot of them are sold, but we have thousands and thousands left. So over the next couple weeks, we hope to get these out to everybody. So I'm gonna dig inside and show you what this is all about. Inside, you're gonna find this. This is the N99 M5 air mask that's designed by RZ Mask. They're friends of mine out of Minnesota. They come with the carbon filter installed here, and it also comes with a secondary filter here. Now, to look at the filter, it's a carbon filter. It's designed to be replaced, and this fits over inside the mask over where you're breathing. And as you can see, it's a very tight seal. The holes you're probably wondering about, I'll get to that now. So the idea with these masks is to pull very tight around the face and create a seal. I'm gonna put this on. It's kind of hard to hear me, but I'll show you what I mean. So you pull this thing around, you fully seal, adjusting the nose piece. And I have a very tight fit around my face, around the bottom, all the way around. It's pretty, I wouldn't say it's uncomfortable, but it definitely feels prohibitive to breathing, which is why these things are kind of used for extreme situations. You're probably wondering what these two things are. I'll get to that now. So these are valves. The idea here is there's a membrane inside. When you breathe out, the valve opens up. As you can see, there's a space in there. This will come open, allowing your breath to exhale. When you inhale, that little membrane sticks to it and basically blocks these valves, making zero air able to pass through, forcing any air you breathe to come through here, which is all covered by the filter. So, done correctly, fitted properly, this is a great form of protection if you're in a place where there are cases that are known. If you're going to the supermarket, maybe you have to take your grandfather into the hospital and you're worried about what's happening in the lobby, putting one of these things on could be a really effective solution. Now, what we suggest, they talk about lifespan. 40 to 60 hours is the typical lifespan of this. Now, when they're talking 40 to 60 hours, they're talking about, maybe you have been riding your ATV in the desert and it's dust, or maybe you're working in a wood shop or around a fire where there's particulate matter coming in. The thing you have to worry about with coronavirus is actually contamination. So 40 to 60 hours is accurate, but that's in a perfect scenario done perfectly. What I've been telling people is perfect is actually putting a new filter in your mask every time you use it. I don't think that's even possible for most people. So the next best thing is just to be extremely careful. What I mean by that is wash your hands per all the recommendations from the CDC and everything else before you touch the mask. Put the mask on before you go into a place. Keep it on that entire duration. When you get back to wherever is your home or wherever, wash your hands again, take the thing off, be careful not to touch the mask, and put this thing somewhere where the particles are not going to get on the carbon filter. You should do everything you can to make sure this is not exposed at any point, and I think it's going to have quite a long lifespan. If you're worried about it, it does come with another one, and you've got that backup. I think that's about it, you guys. Again, I wanted to keep this short and sweet, but it was a question we were getting a ton. We're here to answer any questions. You can leave a question in the comments below. Feel free to share this around. Check our website for more information. We're doing everything we can to be a resource for people. And I know we're going to get through this. Just want people to be safe and think about how, even if they are in a healthy position and don't feel it's going to affect them, how it could affect somebody's grandma or grandpa or somebody who's sick. This is really a time for everybody to come together and think about the greater good and just listen to the experts and be calm and work through this. We're going to get there and we'll see you on the other side, and we're here to help. Thanks.